Okay, guys, now I'm going to talk about motivation and adaptability, which are variables for meeting family functions. In homes where a child has a disability, motivation and adaptability are probably two of the hardest variables for meeting family functions. Motivations are really different. What motivates what the key things that affect the motivations of the family usually all rely or all have something to do with a child with a disability. So the things that they can do and the places they can go and the people that they hang out with are pretty much all concurrent on the child with a disability. For example, there's sometimes that it'll be a big family and there might be a mom and dad and the child with a disability and two siblings, and those two siblings can't have their friends stay the night because it throws off the child with a disability and it can cause tantrums and meltdowns or um, things of that nature. Parents of children with disabilities and families with children of disabilities have to adapt daily and multiple times a day. A lot of the times they don't know what's coming at them, and a simple trip to the grocery store could end up being a 4 hour ordeal that is almost painful to them. They have to adapt with doctor's appointments and therapist appointments and the special, all the special needs, whether it's bathing or eating or a lot of the times these families don't get to do what we call the norm. They don't get to go out to a restaurant and eat or take their kid grocery shopping or things of that nature. So that's something as a special education teacher you really need to be sensitive to, because I think it's really important not to think of families as the norm. There is no norm, and every family is different. Even families without children with disabilities, they have different ways of different motivation, different adaptability. So it's really important not to remember that there's not a one size fits all. And for those families that do have children with special needs, it's important to do your best to make it easier on them almost. And as a special education teacher, you have to learn how to adapt as well. Because when some of these students are in your care, it's your job. And I think it's really important that you learn methods and communicate with the parents and see see what works for them, and you tell them what works for you. And at the end of the day, it should all just be a big team effort to make the best quality of life for that student and that child. And if there's any way you can help them or they can in turn help you, it just makes it a better situation for everyone, I think.